J.V. Jones here this evening with Dr. Clarence Knight Jr. We are here at the great Bowie State University. I know there's a great event coming up soon, so we're going to talk more about that. But I just want to say, Howard University alumni, oh my goodness, Howard University, so just had to give a little shout out for my Howard. And I know you have a degree in music. Tell me, what in all the things that you've done all these years, what is your passion?
Well, my passion happens to be music.
Okay.
Out of all the things that I've done, I guess that I've been sort of married to music all my life, ever since I was a kid. So if you want to say, what is my passion, that is my passion. It's been the best musician I can possibly be, and to also teach young people how to be great musicians.
As well.
Yeah.
I know here at Bowie State University they have a music program that probably a lot of people will be interested in, but we are in a fabulous facility here. Tell me how all of this came about.
Well, originally when I came here, we were actually housed in another building called the Martin Luther King Center, and that building really was not adequate for the fine and performing arts. So we set out to see if we could get the state to build us a new facility. That started, I guess, maybe about almost 20 years ago now, in its inception.
Okay.
Because you have to do all these things. You have to, qualify why you're capable of doing this, and you also had to make sure that you had the enrollment, the different kinds of things that you have to prove to the state to make sure that they give you a new facility. So we started that initiative pretty close to about 20 years ago. And they finally approved the project. They started building the project, and we moved in here in 2012.
Wow. So you started working at Bowie State in when?
1985.
1985. So you've been here how many years?
Well, I was here 30 years.
Okay.
That was as of 2015. And then I was retired, and the new president brought me back, so I'm back at Bowie again in another capacity now.
Right.
In fact, I was here as a professor for all those years and department chair and a whole lot of things, but now I'm back here as the business manager for this facility that we're sitting in. So they call this the FPAC, which is the Fine and Performing Arts Center.
Okay.
Which is sort of similar to the center they have at College Park on a smaller scale.
Okay.
Where we are interested in, having events and all kinds of things, to bring people here as a culture center. And so that's what that's my mission now, is to have events and concerts and art shows and bring all kinds of people here, seminars and classes and so forth, to get people used to coming to Bowie State as a culture center for this region.
That is awesome, because I never knew that they were having shows here. So this is brand new for me, so I'm hoping that, we can definitely get the word out and bring attention to what y'all are doing out here. I know a lot of people want their children to get an education and get into music and all that. How can we get the word out because, a lot of these programs are leaving the school system. It's just not, I'm sorry to say, but it just seems like you don't see a lot of kids talking about music anymore. And I just wanted to know, what can we do to try to encourage a lot of these younger people that are coming up now to want to be involved in music so we don't lose that art?
Well, I think it's all about exposure. Unfortunately, things have sort of gone a different direction, and I'll use that term, in reference to live music because of the advent of all the technology and so forth. And so people don't really get a chance to see and listen to a lot of live music as we used to back in the day. So I think what has to happen is that we have to expose our young people to these occasions when you have live music, and then take them to some of the venues that you have in and around the DMV where they have these live music performances, and let these young people see this. And I think once they see it and they get excited about it, then they would pursue it. But until that happens, you're not going to get a lot of participation from young people. I think I mentioned to you earlier, one of the things that probably got me involved in music was the area that I grew up in, because being a Southern boy, everybody down south had bands and so forth, so we were excited about it. I can remember the Elks, for an example. They had a marching band, and the Masons had a little marching band, and of course the elementary, junior, and senior high schools down south all had marching bands and so forth. So we were completely exposed to it, which meant that there was a level of excitement that made us want to be involved. And so I think we have to sort of rewind history, so to speak, and begin to do these same kind of things for our young people. And that's one of the things that I'm professing to do here. I mean, as you know, the event that we're having this week, they have horns and so forth, and so the people that come out to see that will get an opportunity to see a live performance.
Exactly.
And not something that's canned in just technology.
And pre-recorded.
They get people to play instruments and people singing and doing these kinds of things. And I think if we expose our young people to more of this, then you're going to see a greater level of participation.
Yeah, that's awesome, and I hope that does happen. Excuse me. I see that this is the first annual seniors program, I think it was called.
Well, yes and no.
Okay.
We've had programs out here before where we've had a lot of seniors to be involved. But one of the things that I wanted to do, I'm sort of going after a cross-section of clients, if you understand what I'm saying. So I sort of have to target my populations as we begin to produce these events.
Right.
So right now we are targeting our seniors because I'm having this event during the day. And I know they like to come out during the day.
Exactly.
Excuse me, and get home before it gets dark. So this event that we're having on the 23rd is a perfect event for that, because I've seen this event before at a couple other venues.
Okay.
And it packed the house with seniors. I mean, they really come out to see this show. So remember, the whole objective is audience development.
Okay.
So it means I have to go after a cross-section of people, not just the seniors, but this event is sort of targeted at that population. We also have another event coming up too that's going to, in April, where it's going to be like in the daytime. But that will be targeted at a cross-section of people.
Okay.
But still, it's going to be like 4:30 in the afternoon. That's our gospel concert. And it's going to target a lot of people, and hopefully we'll get a full house, of seniors as well as younger people too.
That sounds great. So you're going to have the R&B, Mr. Funkmaster coming.
There you go.
And then you're going to have the gospel.
Then the gospel, the
everything.
beat,
So
yeah.
that way you have something to cater to everybody.
Right. And we're going to do different things, not just concerts. I mean, the concerts seem to be the one thing that brings a lot of people out. I mean, especially if you get them with an element of a person, for an example, that everybody wants to see.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get that going, then you can begin to infuse other kinds of events. But you got to get people used to coming to Bowie first. And once they get used to coming, then you can hit them with all kinds of events, and they'll show up, because now they'll be looking for events. What's going to happen at Bowie State next, And so that's what we're trying to develop, is that mindset that Bowie State is going to offer them these experiences that they can enjoy.
And this will be year-round.
We're going to try to make it year-round.
Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking a lot of people, like you say, don't really know about shows here. Where would they go to get the information?
Well, you can first go to our website, which is bowiestate.edu, and just once you get the website up, just look at the calendar, and you can scroll through the calendar, and you'll see all kinds of events that are on that website, and it'll tell you exactly what to do in terms of where you can buy tickets and so forth. So just go to our website. Again, it's bowiestate.edu, and scroll the calendar on the website, and it will let you know exactly what's going on.
I noticed the prices are very affordable as well, so especially for the seniors,
Right.
want to keep it within the budget and all. So I want all the seniors to know that come to this show. It's on the 23rd, and it's very affordable, and tickets are still available, I would assume.
Oh, yes, and they can also purchase tickets at the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Is there anything that you want to share with the public about any of your experience, or anything that you want to leave with people of the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, as well as nationally? But I know you're in this area. So.
I think the main thing is to let people understand that the main reason that I'm back here is to do things to support the arts here, because since that is my passion, as I said to you earlier, the president decided to call me back to work, and when she said the magic word when she said to do things to support the arts, and so that's why I'm here, and I'm hoping that people will begin to enjoy the events that we have here, and every time that we do something to pack the house and come out and have a good time.
And let's not forget you're a musician.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think I heard a little bug about you might be working on a little project or something coming up.
Yeah, actually, my first project, my first project that I'm featuring myself.
Okay.
Because I've been on, a lot of recordings with a lot of artists, but this will be my initial project that I'm working on for myself, and it's a religious album.
Oh,
And
great.
I'm featuring myself on saxophones, and I put an S on saxophones because I'll be playing some on alto, some on soprano, and some on tenor. So we'll be doing some real nice things, some good old down-home Baptist stuff.
Love it. Good old down home.
Yeah, so
Where were you from again?
Farmville, North Carolina.
Farmville, North Carolina. You know, some good people came out of the North Carolina area.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. There's a lot of them around.
Yes, it is. Nothing like the South.
Yeah, that's true.
Good old cooking and all that good stuff.
Barbecue.
Oh, yes, Smithfield.
The good old barbecue
Good
and ham.
old
That's right.
barbecue and ham.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to let you go. I know you're a busy man and all, and I'm going to make sure that I listen out for that gospel music coming out, playing the saxophone. I love saxophone. Love saxophone.
Great.
So anyway, we're going to head on up out of here, and this is J.V. Jones with Dr. Clarence Knight Jr., and this is a DC Nightlife exclusive.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.